So, Richard, my first question for you is if someone has zero experience as a freelancer, never done a contract, never had a person pay them some money to work on a thing, where should they start to earn a couple of dollars and to get that whole credibility machine working so that they can get some experience, so that they can prove that they've got experience, so they can get more experience, and so on? Where to start?
Well, that's a great question. And I think, the easy answer is, go to Fiverr, go to Upwork, create yourself an account and get started that way. They take care of a lot of the paperwork for you, sort of set you up from day one with a reasonable profile format and sort of tell you what to do and provide contracts for you to bid on and stuff like that. But if you're not even ready for that, go find someone who's done it before and just talk to them. There's a lot of sort of collective wisdom for anyone who's been freelancing before, and we love to talk about our mistakes and what not to do. And then if you let us talk and whine for a little while about all the horrible roads we've taken, we'll eventually get to the good stuff and help you out and sort of give you the basics on how it's done.
And you mentioned, sorry to interrupt, just to jump on what you're saying about Fiverr. Now, there's a reputation out there, people saying, oh, don't go on Fiverr or similar because you don't earn enough money, it's scammy, it's difficult, it's too competitive. Should people be worried about that opinion, worried that it might be difficult, worried that it might be competitive with Fiverr? Or is that kind of the opinion of people who haven't necessarily got in there and done it and figured it out yet?
Well, I can't speak for everyone. I think different professions get different mileage on Fiverr versus Upwork versus some of the others. But if you're looking to start, you have to start somewhere. And Fiverr is probably the easiest to get rolling on. Although I know lots of people, especially programmers, who've had far more luck on Upwork.
Upwork.
You know what's interesting too is that like when you have no idea what you're doing and you're just starting out, you kind of have to jump in the pool with everybody else and figure out what you're doing and what you're charging and how it all works and all that stuff. But as you progress in kind of your freelance career, you end up with kind of a network with like a circle of people that like have known you and trusted you and worked with you, and they refer you. And then you stop being like one of the many freelancers in a giant pool, and you start being the freelancer for that circle. Right. And so it's less about like quantity and more about like quality of gigs and work and stuff like that. But that's really hard to start without some sort of network. And I know generally game developers, we're not known for being the most social people on the planet. So, it's networking is hard too. So starting somewhere where there's a bunch of people, I think, is generally a good idea.
Right. And as simple as it sounds, letting your friends and family know that this is what you're doing. That I'm building websites, or I do logos, and you'd be surprised how many leads can come from people you already know, who know people who have a small business, or they're putting up a website to sell draggy dog macrame or whatever.
Look at you knowing the audience, huh? Except for anyone who this is their first ever listening to us. There's a lot of draggy dog conversation going on, so just be patient if you don't know what that means. You'll find out soon enough.
You don't need to. It's not important. It's not.